Hey guys, today I'll be doing part 2. Excuse me for a second, I'll be doing part 4. I just did part 3, so that should be uploaded soon. But first up, starting with a great movie. I don't have my collection A to Z. I'm not really that organized with my collection, it's just on the shelf. It's on different sections of the shelf, and I kind of like the alphabetic order. I'm not that. I know people that have OCD. I know people that I know some people that like their collections to be organized by franchises or alphabetic order. They like doing that, but for me, I like doing the random order. It's a lot more fun for me, though. Another Pixar movie that's a classic. This is one of my favorite Pixar movies. Really Big Surprise. I love this movie. Again, as usual, the animation is nice. The characters are fun, well developed. The drama and the inspirational part is really fulfilling. And this movie makes you want to eat food and cook food. And it does it pretty well with the message too. So definitely recommend watching this movie, Ratatouille. One of my favorite Pixar films. Definitely in my top 10, regardless of that. Not regardless of that, but whatever I said. Now, next film up is John Wick Chapter 3. I have all 4 of the movies. I love this franchise. So I have all 4 of the movies and the whole franchise. And this is a great installment. I love this movie. It's fun. Probably one of my favorite movies from the year that it came out. Really fun. Really emotionally attached to John Wick. And great world building in there, and great action scenes. Amazing. I'll show the other parts and different. I'll show the other installments and different parts. I did show the second one in part 1 or part 2. That's John Wick 3 Paradellum. Now this is an animated movie I haven't seen yet. I heard it's kind of decent, fun movie, but I don't know, I'm expecting it to be a fun movie. It looks fun, enjoyable, fun for the whole family to enjoy. So I'll check it out during one day. It looks like a fun movie. I really like this franchise a lot. It's really fun. Denzel Washington really carries this franchise. He's amazing in there. Same thing with the rest of the cast members, actors and actresses. The action is great. The drama is great. The drama is good. The world building is good. It's well developed. This is probably my least favorite from this franchise, but it's still a good movie. I still enjoy it. And Denzel Washington really carries any franchise or any movie that he is in, acting in there. So it's usually a great time when Denzel is in your film, or any commanding actor. You'll see the other two parts and future parts. You'll see the other two movies and future parts. So I got the Nun. This is all white. I kind of like it, but it's kind of, some of the decision making is kind of dumb and unrealistic, but it's like a fun movie. It's kind of like a guilty pleasure for me. Like, I enjoy this franchise. I know some of the installments are stupid, but it's just cheesy fun. You're not taking it seriously, or maybe you are. I know some people really hated this movie. Lily said it was pretty bad, but I liked it. It's decent. It's fun. It's enjoyable. Now the next one up is one of my favorite action franchises ever made. And this is one of the best franchises for action films. And this is my favorite installment from the whole franchise. They really aced their game with this installment. I really like majority of the franchise installments, except for 2, which I can still have fun with, but it's not that great compared to the other 6. Really looking forward to part 2 of Dead Reckoning. They just moved it back to 2025, but it should be a fun movie just to watch. It should be a great time. And you'll see the other Mission Impossible films and future parts. So that's Mission Impossible Fallout, my favorite movie from that whole franchise and the whole series, and a great series in that. I love that series. And majority of the movies are pretty good too. This is a pretty good mystery thriller movie. Definitely surprised when it came out. Really decent twist involving the mystery and all of that. John Cho was pretty good in this movie, like usual. With most of his films, he's pretty good in, and this is no exception. Searching. Missing should be in a part, in like a later part of my collection though. And that's a pretty good movie too. So that's Searching. It should be in one of my last parts. Because it's like a new movie. Next one up is Spider-Man Homecoming, and this is a really good movie. Pretty good coming of age superhero film. Great action scenes. Tom Holland did pretty good in this movie. Everybody else did great. too. Michael Keaton, of course, did fantastic in this movie as the Vulture. Like in most of his roles, he's fantastic in there. A-game. This was a really good movie. Really fun. And this was a good Spider-Man franchise. I mean, not a franchise, but series. Since the first one was Tobey Maguire, the second one was Andrew Garfield, and the third one was Tom Holland. So, trilogy, actually. Even though Andrew Garfield had 2 movies. But you will see them all during separate parts. I don't know how many parts, but you'll see them during that time being. This was a fun movie. Fun comedy flick. Again, pretty silly, but I liked it. It's a fun 90-minute flick. Or that sort of scene. The house is fun. It's not like you're taking it seriously or anything. I know some people don't like this movie, but I found it fun. I found it enjoyable. Now, this is a great movie. Fantastic flick. Again, great acting, great drama, pretty good intense film, killer soundtrack, really great soundtrack, and yeah. And also great acting. If I didn't really talk about that, but I think I did. I haven't seen this movie yet, but it looks like a fun horror film. Fun slasher. Looks pretty cheesy, but I'm expecting it to be pretty fun, though. From like last decade, but who knows. Now, this is a movie that I'm really looking forward to checking out. I heard this is like one of the most underrated films from last decade, and this looks like a great movie. So I'm looking forward to checking it out soon. I haven't yet, but when I do, it should be a pretty good movie. Should be a pretty fun movie, and hopefully it's that. Great cast too, but definitely one movie that I should check out. Now, this movie looks kind of fun. I don't know if it's a thriller or like an action film or like a dark comedy though. But it looks like a fun movie. Again, I don't know if it's good or not, but maybe it's good. Next one coming up is Predators, and I think this is one of the better sequels in my opinion. This is a good, fun movie. It's like a fun 2010s film, 2010s action flick. It's a pretty cheesy, fun movie. Adrian Brody. Maybe he was miscast in there, but I thought he was fun. And you're not supposed to take this movie that seriously. I mean, I don't, Lily. It's a fun movie. Fun cast, and pretty flowing. I mean, I take it kind of seriously, but this is a fun movie. Definitely not as good as the original film. That's a classic. And you'll see that and The Predator later on during different parts, but Predators is a good movie. It's fun. Now, next one up, it's the Karate Kid remake. You'll see the original one during a later part, but I found this movie to be alright. It's kind of fun. A new take on it. I don't know why they call it the Karate Kid. It should be the Kung Fu Kid, but okay. Definitely not as good as the original again, but it's a fun movie. Regardless of that. I'm not really a big fan of Jaden Smith, but he was decent in there. Jackie Chan was the best part about this movie, to be honest, myself. Such a badass. But it was a fun movie. It's decent. Jackie Chan is the man. He's pretty good in most things that I've seen him in. And this was no exception. So, decent remake. Fun. Now, I haven't seen this movie yet. But, yeah, I said Jackie Chan was a badass. And he is in the movies. I haven't seen this movie yet. It looks like a fun comedy. Great cast, too. So I'm expecting a good comedy out of it. So this part might last like over 20 minutes, but that's fine with me. Now, this is a decent remake. I haven't seen the original film, but this was a fun remake. It's enjoyable enough. The Walk. It's pretty fun in this movie, like in most movies. I really liked The Walk, so it was fun. It was fun that he was in this movie. It was fun. The kids were fun. In this movie. The child actors. It was a fun movie. It was cheesy, it was fun. The child acting in this movie was fun. It was fine. It's all right. Dwayne The Rock Johnson was good in this movie, and it's a fun Disney flick. And it was kind of cheesy, but it was entertaining, though. Next one up is Iron Man 2. I showed the first Iron Man, during the start of part 3, part 4, but Iron Man 2 is alright. It's a fun sequel, but it's not perfect. It's probably one of my least favorite Marvel movies, to be honest with you, but it's not a bad movie. It's fun. It's a fun flick. It's cheesy, it's fun. But they got better over time, and now they're kind of in a rough spot. But Deadpool and Wolverine should be awesome, though. Should be amazing. Or at least pretty good. I haven't seen this movie either, but I haven't seen this movie, excuse me on that. But it looks like a fun movie. It's pretty intense. And this was back then when they had their digital copy discs included here. And a plastic sleeve too. So there's that. I really like Russell Crowe, so I'm expecting a good movie out of it, a decent film. I really like Kate Blanchett, and I'm looking at the other actors in there and actresses, and it looks like a great cast. And Ridley Scott makes great movies most of the time. Yes. So this should be a decent film. I have another copy of The Thing. It's on 4K, but this one has a lot more bonus features, and it's a nicer version, but I have it on 4K too. But I got this for really cheap, and it's a nice addition. And it has a lot of bonus features, and for one of my favorite movies of all time, I decided on double dipping. It's a cool addition, though. And it was a good deal, and I don't know, for the heck of it. It's a great movie. So we got 5 more to go for the next part. I haven't seen this installment, but it's like a cheesy, fun time. I'm not expecting much out of this installment. I have fun with this series, but I'm not a big Chucky fan. But it's just a good time, though. Most of the installments are pretty good that I've seen from it. So hopefully this is a fun time. Hopefully it's a fun movie. But I don't know, maybe this movie's bad, but who knows? This was direct to DVD. One of the Chucky seasons. One of the Chucky series sequels. There you go. I had fun with this installment. It's a fun movie. It's definitely flawed. Excuse me for a second. It's definitely flawed. Like, it definitely has issues in there. There you go, but it's a flawed sequel. It's a sequel that has issues, and I definitely have criticism for this installment, but it's a fun movie. It's decent. It's enjoyable. Johnny Depp does a fun performance in this movie, and Harvey and Bardem does a pretty good one in that too. Again, I'm not really taking this movie seriously, but it's definitely a fun franchise, and you're going to be seeing the other 4 movies in separate parts. I own all of them, so I meant flawed. I mean, excuse me for a second. I meant FOD sequel, not FOD or anything. So hopefully I don't get them confused. I don't get you guys confused. I mean, FOD sequel. So it's not perfect what I meant saying, but it's definitely a decent, fun time. And I like this franchise, so there's that. Next one up is The Princess Bride. Or I can just say, not really a perfect sequel, but a fun movie in there. Decent time. Next one up is a classic movie from back in the day, 1980s. Really fun movie. Fun rom-com adventure film. So many great characters in there. Really fun, enjoyable. There's some dark comedy in this movie that is actually funny. But that's The Princess Bride. A really good movie. Really fun. Flick from the 80s. 1980s. I haven't seen this movie yet, but it looks like a cheesy, fun shark flick. It just looks like a fun movie, like Deep Blue Sea. I'd definitely check it out, though. It looks like a fun movie. I have the sequel, but that's going to be in a later part. Next one up is Transformers: The Last Knight. Finishing this part off with not so good movie, to be honest with you. But it's kind of fun. It's kind of cheesy. It's definitely long, but I definitely enjoy this movie for being a so bad as good movie, to be honest with you. I have the other parts, and I have Bumblebee, so that's going to be in a later part too, but definitely not a good movie, but it was definitely fun watching it. It's like fun in a cheesy way, in a guilty pleasures way. But I can't deny that some of the characters make dumb decisions, like in most Michael Bay movies, but he at least put some fun in there, even though most people hated this movie. I just found this movie to be so bad it's good, or like so bad it's fun. It's not a great movie, but at least there's some fun with it. It's definitely better than the fourth movie, by a little bit. That's Transformers: The Last Knight. So yeah, guys, so this is what I cover in part 1, part 4. So a lot of movies. We're making good progress for these parts. I'm almost done with my first shelf. And move on with my second shelf and therefore. So I hope you guys have fun with this collection video series. I'm definitely having fun with it. And I'll see you guys later. And thank you for all the support. I appreciate it very much. And have a good day, everybody is following this channel, everybody is watching this video. And make sure to check out the other parts soon. Check out the other parts and have a good day.